What is up, YouTube? Gentry 101 back with another video. Sorry it's been so long. I've been wanting to actually do a video a week, but work's been a little bit crazy right now. Life's been a little bit crazy right now, so I just really haven't set aside the time to start creating content for the channel again. But some things that have happened over the past couple weeks or few weeks, however long it's been, is did a organization on my garage. And if any of you have ever watched any of my previous videos where I was doing engine repairs on the AMG, you would notice how tight and terrible it was. And if you can't tell right now, I'm actually walking around in my garage with the 135 parked in here. So I am going to post a video, and what it is going to be showing actual installation. It looks like a time-lapse installation of these cabinets that I put up. This side turned out a lot better. I ended up measuring, every 36 inches, whereas over here I did a measurement in the corner to here, corner, or no, I guess it's not a corner, but from edge to here, and the walls are not square. So they actually kind of start to, I can't remember if they bow in or bow out towards the door or bow out towards the actual wall. But yeah, so I had to, after I put this first one together here, I'm like, okay, well, this is ugly. I can't stand this. This is terrible, but I'm going to use it, and I'm not going to take all of it back apart again. Whereas, again, over here, you can see it's, pretty darn square the whole way. So that obviously freed up a whole lot of room in the garage. Got a toolbox, which is something I haven't had in 7 years, maybe. So before, what I was doing was going through these 3 actual totes anytime I had to do any kind of repairs and dive in for the tools, which was miserable and terrible, and made that AMG cylinder head and cam and lifter and injector, that whole repair stunk, having to try and find what I was looking for through here. Whereas now, it's still not organized how I like, but given the cost of the actual box versus the tools that I have, I mean, it works for me. I am going to eventually down the road set up a better organization, so that way it's, not a bunch of, and of course everybody who's ever been a tech in their life has a junk drawer, and this is a junk drawer, but there's also like probably $200 worth of, in my opinion, worthless snap-on sockets that I should have never purchased. So in this video, again, I'm going to kind of just show you a time lapse of, me putting up that side, but also I got some goodies coming for the 135. So here we have a old school diff lockdown and some solid differential bushings. Get this box out of the way, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but looky there, we got a Wavetrac limited slip differential. So that is going to greatly improve our on and off throttle traction, corner entry, mid corner and corner exit when we're doing these SCCA events, and will make it a lot more confident, or make me feel a lot more confident when we actually start going out tracks. So this is a new inbox from Wavetrac. No sense. This is a 2008 135 automatic. It does have the smaller pumpkin, or smaller differential, and it is a bolted differential. Whereas a lot of the people who run these cars typically have the larger housing, and it's a welded diff, and it's a lot more work. But with this, pretty much gonna, remove rear wheels, drop muffler, and remove the differential, pull off the bearing race, and replace the side seals, well, that's not the correct order, but put the old bearing race off the open diff onto this one, slide it in, check backlash, and put the side seals back on, put it back together. This does not take any special type of gear oil, or I guess it's not the friction additive gear oil, so it's a 7590, and I do have some liquid moly that we'll be using for the differential, and it's probably only going to take 1 liter and maybe a hair of that. And then our 2 new side seals. Oh yeah, also right after doing the job on that AMG. I had a feeling the engine mounts were bad, but I was not 100% sure. And at the time I'm still tapped out finance-wise, but at the time I didn't want to dump any more money into it. I was kind of fed up with it. And sure enough, as soon as I started and been driving around, there's like a slight vibration at idle. And when you take it from park reverse drive, you can actually see the engine move. So go figure, it needs engine mounts. So we have a Black Series style engine to both engine mounts and transmission mount. And the big difference between the Black Series and the regular AMGs is hydraulic filled versus solid rubber. So shouldn't really be any ride quality difference, but what I'm not going to have to worry about is year, 2 year, 3 years down the road having to actually replace those because that hydraulic dampening fluid has leaked out and the actual bushings themselves have compressed. This past weekend we did another SCCA event, and this one I was actually going for time versus sliding fun. So it was kind of actually a learning experience too, because I was learning to not push and overwork the suspension, tires, and brakes. I actually got some really solid times. I'll post some videos of that as well. But day one I didn't bring the camera out because it was a last second decision, and day two did bring the camera out, didn't really record much, and I was also doing, I don't want to say instructor, but I was kind of acting as an instructor. Had this great lady who's in a brand new ZL1 Camaro taking it out there, so I was riding with her, she was riding with me, but still, with that being said, still got some awesome times. I think I had 2 clean 57 point somethings, and 1 clean 56, and a dirty 56. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this. So there's gonna be a WaveTrac limited differential install coming soon. A engine mount, transmission mount on the W219 body style CLS AMG. I'm gonna see about installing these solid bushings, and then also have a custom. Well, really, this came off a 335, so it's not gonna fit, but it will be custom. So this is going to mat up. This is going to mate up to the downpipes that I have, and then looking at it, I'm gonna have to cut about right here, and then I can run a 3-inch back into the, I'm gonna run the factory muffler for now, because it's clean looking, sounds pretty good. Pretty sure I'm gonna do a high flow cat, because I wanna stay somewhat compliant. I don't wanna be that jerk that's really loud, straight piped, and no cats. But then again, I might just go with a really big resonator. So stay tuned for all those videos. Thank you again, everybody, for watching.